Hello students, today we will understand about life processes in living organisms part 2, module 1. In this chapter we are going to study asexual and sexual reproduction, reproduction and modern technology, reproductive health and population explosion. Let's recall various life processes. Students, nutrition, respiration, excretion, sensation and response, that is control and coordination, etc., are the life processes which are essential to each living organism to remain alive. Besides these life processes, one more life process occurs in living organisms. It is reproduction. Reproduction does not help the organism to remain alive, but it helps to maintain the continuity of the species of that organism. Students, let us understand what do you mean by reproduction. Formation of new organism of same species by earlier existing organism is called as reproduction. Reproduction is one of the various important characters of living organisms. It is also one of the various reasons responsible for evolution of each species. In living organisms, reproduction occurs mainly by two methods, asexual and sexual. In this module, we will understand asexual reproduction in detail. Children, process of formation of new organism by an organism of same species without involvement of gametes is called as asexual reproduction. Again I repeat, process of formation of new organism by an organism of same species without involvement of gametes is called as asexual reproduction. Gametes means a mature haploid male or female germ cell. This reproduction does not involve union of two different gametes. The new organism has exact genetic similarity with the reproducing organism. This is uniparental reproduction and it occurs by mitotic cell division. Uniparental means, children, involving a single parent. Absence of genetic recombination is a drawback, whereas fast process is the advance of this reproductive method. Children, genetic recombination. Recombination is a process by which pieces of DNA are broken and recombined to produce new combination of genes. So here first we will understand asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms. In that first is binary fission. Children, binary means consisting of two parts. Fission means division or splitting into two or more parts. Binary fission is asexual reproduction by a separation of a body into two new bodies. In the process of binary fission, an organism duplicates its genetic material or DNA and then divides into two parts, with each new organism receiving one copy of DNA. Again I repeat, in the process of binary fission, an organism duplicates its genetic material of DNA and then divides into two parts, with each new organism receiving one copy of DNA. Children, in this process, the parent cell divides to form two similar daughter cells. Binary fission occurs either by mitosis and amitosis Mitosis means a type of cell division that results in two daughter cells having the same number and kind of chromosomes as the parent nucleus, typically of ordinary tissue group. Amitosis means it is a direct method of cell division characterized by simple cleavage of the nucleus without the formation of chromosomes. So children, binary fission occurs either by mitosis and or mitosis. Now, simple binary fission is being observed in amoeba. Axis of fission or division is a different in different protists. For example, amoeba divides in any plane due to lack of specific shape. Hence, it is called simple binary fission. So, children, it divides it as it have any of the shape. The nucleus get elongated, and next there is a division of the amoeba parent, and two new daughter cells are formed. Next we will see about transverse binary fission in Paramecium. Paramecium divides by transverse binary fission. Paramecium lives in aquatic environment, usually in stagnant warm water. Children, if you see here, it consists of macronucleus and micronucleus, and it gets elongated and it finally divides. A paramecium cell. Next step is division of micronucleus, then division of micro, and last we get formation of two new cells. Next we will understand about the longitudinal binary fission. Children, Euglena divides by longitudinal binary fission. This is a type in which fission occurs along a longitudinal axis. If you see here, children, it divides along a longitudinal axis. Next, we will understand about the multiple fission. It is a process of asexual reproduction in which instead of two daughter cells, many daughter cells are produced from the parent cell. I repeat, it is a process of asexual reproduction in which instead of two daughter cells, many daughter cells are produced from the parent cell. For example, asexual reproduction by multiple fission is performed by amoeba and other similar protists. Protists mean, children, a single-celled organism of kingdom Protista. Amoeba stops the formation of pseudopodia. It becomes rounded and forms protective covering around plasma membrane. Such encysted amoeba or any other protist is called as cyst. See here, children. The outer covering, it is encysted amoeba. Okay. And many nuclei are formed by repeated nuclear division in the cyst. You can see here many nuclei are formed. It is followed by the cytoplasmic division, and thus many small amoeba are formed. Okay. Cyst breaks open on arrival of favorable condition and many small amoeba are released. You can see here, under favorable conditions, the cyst breaks and small amoeba are released. So this is a process of multiple fission seen in amoeba. Now next we will understand about budding. Children, budding is a asexual mode of reproduction. In the process of budding, a bud develops as an outgrowth due to repeated cell division at one specific site. I repeat, in the process of budding, a bud develops as an outgrowth due to repeated cell division at specific site. Now here, Asexual reproduction occurs by budding in yeast. In unicellular, it is a unicellular fungus. Okay, we have taken an example of yeast. Okay, now let us do one activity. Take 5 gram of dry yeast powder and 10 gram of sugar. Add to warm water and mix it properly. After an hour, take a drop of mixture on clean glass slide. Put a cover glass on that drop and observe it under the compound microscope. You will see that the yeast cell performing budding, that is, a small bud comes out of many parent cells. See here children, the yeast cell is there, a small bud develops. Okay, and we get chains of buds. The yeast cell is called as a parent cell. A small bulge appears on the surface of the parent cell. This bulge is a bud. One of the two daughter nuclei enters this bud. After sufficient growth, bud separates from the parent cell and starts to live independently as a daughter yeast cell. Okay. See here. Yeast cell produces two daughter nuclei by mitotic division so as to produce by budding. This is a process of budding in unicellular organism. Now next we will understand asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. In that first one is fragmentation. Children, fragmentation in multicellular organism is a form of asexual reproduction in which an organism is split into fragments. I repeat, fragmentation in multicellular organism is a form of asexual reproduction in which an organism is split into fragments. Each of these fragments develop into mature, full-grown individuals that are identical to their parents. For example, Spirogyra is a green filamentous alga plant which is found in ponds, lakes and slow-moving streams. Spirogyra develops by the asexual method of reproduction called fragmentation. When Spirogyra becomes mature, its filament simply breaks into two or more fragments on its own, and each fragment then grows into a new Spirogyra. Okay, so each fragment starts to live independently as a new Spirogyra fiber. This was about fragmentation. One more example we will see. If the body of cycon breaks accidentally into fragments, many fragments, each fragment develops into a new cycon. You can see here in the picture. If the fragment it breaks or it gets accidentally breaks into fragments, each fragment develop into a new cycon. Now next we will understand about the regeneration. Regeneration means that an organism regrows a lost part so that the original function is restored. Children, again I repeat, regeneration means that an organism regrows a lost part so that the original function is restored. For example, under certain situation, an animal planaria breaks up its body into two parts and thereafter each part regenerates remaining part of the body and thus two new planaria are formed. You can see here in the picture. Planaria breaks up its body into two parts and thereafter each part regenerates remaining part of the body and thus two new planaria are formed. For understanding, I have shown the example of starfish. You can see here how the part regenerates into new starfish. Okay. So this is called as regeneration. Now next we will understand about budding. Children, in case of hydra, under favorable condition at specific part of its body, an outgrowth is formed by repeated divisions of regenerative cells of the body wall. This outgrowth is called as bud. See here children, in the first number you can see her outgrowth, that part is called as a bud. Okay. Bud grows up progressively and finally forms a small hydra. Dermal layers and digestive cavity of the budding hydra are in continuity with those of parent hydra. Parent hydra supplies nutrition to the budding hydra. Budding hydra separates from parent hydra and starts to live an independent life. When it grows up and becomes able to lead an independent life. Okay children. So this is how the budding in hydra take place. Next we will understand about vegetative propagation. Students, vegetative reproduction is any form of asexual reproduction occurring in plants in which a new plant grows from a fragment of the parent plant or a specialized reproductive structure. I repeat, vegetative reproduction is any form of asexual reproduction occurring in plants in which a new plant grows from a fragment of the parent plant or a specialized reproductive structure. Reproduction in plants with the help of vegetative parts like root, stem, leaf and bud is called as vegetative reproduction. Vegetative propagation in potato is performed with the help of eyes present on it, whereas in Bryophyllum is a group of plant species. It is performed with the help of buds present on leaf margin. You can see here children. In case of plants like sugarcane and grass, vegetative propagation occurs with the help of buds present on nodes, and plants like carrot and radish perform vegetative propagation with the help of roots. So this was about the vegetative propagation. Next we will understand about the spore formation. Students, spore formation is a method in asexual reproduction. It generally happens in non-flowering plants such as fungi and bacteria. In this, the parent plant generally generates thousands of species which individually grow in the plant. Okay. These spores are microscopic and round in shape and grow in suitable condition. For this, we will try one activity. Take a piece of wet bread or bhagri and keep it in a humid place. Fungus will grow on it within 2 to 3 days. Observe the fungus under compound microscope. You will observe a fungal colony. Fungi like mucor have filamentous body. They have sporangia. Once the spores are formed, sporangia burst and spores are released. Spores germinate in moist and warm place and new fungal colony is formed. So this was about the spore formation. Let us see points to remember. Formation of new organism of same species by earlier existing organism is called reproduction. In living organisms, reproduction occurs mainly by two methods, asexual and sexual. Process of formation of new organism by an organism of same species without the involvement of gametes is called asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction in unicellular organisms take place by binary fission, multiple fission and budding. Asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms take place by fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation and spore formation. There is a short homework for you. Explain with examples types of asexual reproduction in unicellular organism. Explain with examples types of asexual reproduction in multicellular organisms. Draw a neat and label diagram of multiple fission. And last question is identify the type of reproduction in following pictures. Thank you.